All right, hello everyone. Welcome to your online arts education class. Today we're going to focus on stop motion animation. A lot of fun. You can do it using objects like I'm doing here on the Scrabble board. I'm moving letters around. I'll get to introduce myself while I'm at it. Let's move that over a little bit. There we go. My first name is Nicolas and my last name is Doyon. I'm the arts consultant at the English Montreal School Board. You could also use objects. You can use paper cutouts here, cardboard. You could use drawings. I made this on the chalkboard to sunrises, to sunsets. So if you're working on a project using the human body, remember it's symmetrical, 2 arms, 2 legs, 1 head. The dimensions could be really important to some people, but don't worry about it. Here's an illustration how the body is made. And I'll show you an example using claymation. So you'll have the app, the stop motion app on your iPad. It's very simple. So modeling clay is what you need. You gotta open this thing, there we go. Fluorescent color, looks like an 80s package, maybe early 90s. Very nice. So I've chosen yellow, primary yellow to do the head. So you can, model with it. You could use tools. I have these cool tools. But you could use knife, fork, pencil, chopstick, toothpicks, anything you want. Your fingers, of course, just a ruler is really good too. Here I'm making the hands, and I made the head, and using my tools. But again, like I said, you could use any tool you want. So I made the hat. I used green, and I use a bottle cap there just to make the rim of the hat, the brim. And I'll put it on its head. I like to use a toothpick so it doesn't fall off its head after. For the body, I've used purple, which is like the complementary color to yellow. And so for his suit, I'll make it purple. There's a torso, chest, the belly, shoulders. And I'm gonna make the limbs, the legs, and the arms. Like whatever I'm doing here is fine, but you could do your own way. Like I'm just trying to give you ideas. There's plenty of room to explore. So there's one leg, the left leg, and the right leg. Well, depending which way the torso's facing. Stand him up. Well, I always make sure I make the bottom heavy enough so it doesn't topple over. See, like that. So I'm going to take off some of the top, making the torso a bit shorter. I find the legs are too long, just to make it more proportionate, which doesn't really matter, it's just me. All right, so there we go. So I'm making the arms now. I'm going to put a wire inside the arms. I'm going to flatten out a bit, and what I'm going to do is take some wiring, any kind of wiring, something that's rigid enough, and you can cut it with scissors or cutters I have here. And after I finish rolling it up, I'm gonna slice through it, make an incision, and I'm gonna put the wire inside. And then I'll roll it back up, you'll see. So I gently put it in. I try not to have pieces sticking out so I don't injure myself after while I'm making my film. And I roll it back up. Just like baking. Just don't eat it. I like to flatten a bit the middle part so I can make it over the shoulders. There you are. So I put the head on, and the toothpick allows me to pivot his head, to turn it right to left when it's time to film. So I could turn it to the right. And the arms have a wire in it, so now you see I can bend them and they can hold that position. I'm inspired by Buster Keaton by this character. He's like the late Buster Keaton, a great clown. The guy did his own stunts. It was amazing. Like he was an actor, filmmaker, and a daredevil. In a sense, movie is stop motion. It's a picture. It's a whole series of pictures together to make one movement. So that's what you're going to build. It's not going to look like this, but I'm just showing you this because I like Buster Keaton. I think it's kind of cool for you to know who he is. Yep, the guy did all of his own stunts. So in a sense, cinema, movies is like stop motion animation. All right. So we're back to our Buster Keaton. If you notice, I made his outfit look a little nicer, putting some piping on his jacket. There you go. Can you stand up? Managed to get it a little heavier, bottom heavier. All right. There we go. So now using the stop motion app, you get to make a movie. You take one picture at a time, and every time you take a picture, you see all the pictures at the bottom. So there's a picture of him moving one piece at a time. Here's a quick sample. So every movement is a picture. I like to take 2 pictures instead of 1. Then you can add sound on top. You can make a voiceover. You could change the coloring. I made it sepia tone here, like the old-fashioned days. All right, so I hope you enjoy it. I hope it inspires you. I do this just because it's my job and also because I love art so much. Have a good day.